So I have been getting multiple requests to watch this video by a TikToker named a guy named Fitz. Now, what is indeed important to know is that this man is not a TikToker per se. He just happened to tell his story on TikTok. If you look through his history, he has no videos prior to the Miami Mall incident. But this gentleman here claims that he has the most important video in human history. That most important video in human history is that of the Miami Mall aliens. What he is saying is that this proves there are things outside of humans. Now, I did watch this interview, and it's apparent that he does become emotional when talking about this incident. He does come off rather convincing, but he says something towards the end that has me like, I don't know. I do want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to be one of those people that says, well, you're telling me you saw something, but in order for me to believe it, I would have to see it too. I don't want to be that person. So like I said, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go ahead and play the interview now. I'm not going to interrupt the interview. I do hate when YouTubers do that. Do a reaction to a interview. I'm going to let the interview play. Then I'm going to give my take at the end of the interview.
When should the world expect to see this footage?
So I don't really have a time frame of when, because we're still waiting to see how everything plays out. It's still an ongoing situation at this moment. We're hoping, I would love for it to be released as soon as possible. But these things have to be handled gently, just due to the sensitive nature. But what I can say is that the footage is unsettling. I've just been sharing a lot of like reenactments and stuff that's close to our experience so that people can get an idea. When you see footage like this, it's, everyone thinks that, yeah, it's been normalized in our media, but when you actually see it, it kicks in later. Like it did for me and my brother and my family. It kicked in later for us that we actually like realized, what a footage means. Obviously Hollywood and films, you've seen like depictions of aliens and stuff, but it's not real. When it's real, you see it at first, but it kicks in later. Later that we're not really alone. And different people have interpreted it differently.
This obviously makes you emotional. Am I right? And where have you and your family been staying?
We've been staying in different places. Obviously, I'm not going to, reveal where we've been staying just for our family safety. And there's going to be a lot of people asking, who we're telling our story to, just to protect like the media and production team. We're not disclosing any of that.
Are you afraid of people coming after you?
Yeah, I definitely am. Because it's actually been a situation where people have been trying to sabotage certain things. I don't know who. You could probably assume who it is, but I don't want to upset anyone more than I already have. But yeah, we are just not disclosing much. We're just trying to keep our lips shut about everything, with regard to anything that could sabotage what we're, us telling our story. But most of the people that I actually showed it to were incredibly unsettled. They couldn't sleep after. I think that people develop some type of post-traumatic stress disorder from it. Because it's more like knowing that there is something out there that we can't possibly see or communicate with that could just pop in and out. You almost feel like we are, they're obviously aware of us, but we have not been aware of them. So it kind of gives them that upper hand over our species. And it's just weird knowing that, it is unsettling when you think about it when you're alone. It's very uncomfortable because most people have kind of gone with their daily lives thinking, okay, we're alone. This is just it. Pay our bills. But when you actually know that we're not alone, That's different. Then you're led to more questions about what's out there. What does this all mean? It makes you question your reality. And I think it sets up the situation for you questioning your reality and a possible mass psychosis or something. I could see why, people would be uncertain. So we're working with, a media team to tell our story in the right way, and in a way where we can share the footage, in a safe way.
A lot of stuff has happened since you released your eyewitness account.
I honestly didn't think that it was going to be paid attention to, because there were so many people that were like lying and saying stuff online. And to be honest, there was a lot of people there that night. So not everyone saw the same thing. There was a lot of people that were just running because other people were running. And it was only like a small portion of the market goers that actually saw what happened. It wasn't like everyone. It was, there were people there for sure. But I would not say that everybody saw it. I think that like what was interesting about our story was that the most interesting part is like what happened after. And, even though the incident itself was like scary, I think what terrified me more is just human beings and like what we are capable of to each other. Because we've been harassed. A lot of stuff has happened to us afterwards that we're gonna release later on and tell everybody exactly what happened.
Your apartment was set on fire.
Yeah, we came home one day, there was an explosion, and we saw that our apartment had been set on fire. So since then we've been moving around, but we're in a, just different places at the moment.
And why are you speaking to us now?
Well, I'm speaking now because I think that it's been some time. We were hoping for the internet hype to go down, because, I think because everything was going viral, it only made everything a little bit more, amped up. So I had been slowly waiting for some time to kind of really work with people and give my story. In the time that like everything started, we'd been in touch with various, companies and, media teams to give out our story. And we finally settled, when we were able to. And when it was safe to, we wanted to tell our story to the right people who would make sure that that our account would be taken very sensitively, just due to the nature of, all the harassment and us being sought after. Yeah.
A lot of witnesses who were there claimed that the police deleted the footage from their phone.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there. That's true. They, people had their phones taken away and video files deleted, us included. But what made our situation a little bit different is that I do have footage, and I didn't take it on a smartphone. And since we've already given some of the footage to the people we gave our story to, a lot of people don't really know me like that, and I get it. But I'm kind of like a 90s guy. And I like collecting retro things from the 90s. Like, for example, I still have a flip phone, that I carry around on me, pretty often. And, and whenever I go on vacations with my family, I do take a VHS camcorder. And that night when everyone was getting their phones confiscated and files deleted, nobody noticed that I had a VHS camcorder, like, at all. No one even would suspect someone of having a VHS camcorder. No, they weren't paying attention. And so, yeah, I have the footage here. Yeah, it's a family trip vacation gone pretty weird.
That's the most important tape in human history.
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, that this could be the most consequential piece of footage in human history. Yeah. Pretty weird.
That's the most important tape in human history.
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, that this could be the most consequential piece of footage in human history. Yeah. Pretty weird.
That's the most important tape in human history.
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, that this could be the most consequential piece of footage in human history. Yeah. Pretty weird.
That's the most important tape in human history.
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, that this could be the most consequential piece of footage in human history. Yeah.
So like I said, he sounds convincing. He gets emotional. Now, I don't know who this man is, but there's no reason to doubt him, given the fact that a lot of people from 2023 to 2024 are claiming to see a lot of weird stuff. So like I said, there's no reason not to give him the benefit of the doubt. There's no harm in doing so. But the only thing that really throws me off is that he says he was on vacation with his family, he had a camcorder ready, and he was able to video this footage with a camcorder. Now, phones today are more powerful enough to videotape footage, but for whatever reason, he was using a camcorder. They still do sell camcorders, so people still apparently use them. But what throws me off is that apparently the police were taking cell phones, taking people's cell phones. That is the alternate story when it comes to the aliens. But they didn't happen to take his camcorder. I mean, this man has a camcorder out. They're taking people's cell phones, but not his camcorder. Not sure I 100% buy that. I mean, he could have gotten the footage and just ran out as fast as he could. That's also a possibility. When it comes to the Miami Mall incident, I do believe that something outside the official narrative happened. Now, whether that was real aliens or people setting up some type of holographic technology to scare people, some type of Project Bluebeam psyop, that is for debate. But I strongly believe that something did happen inside this mall. This gentleman also created a drawing of the Miami Mall aliens, what he saw. And in the top right corner, people are saying that you can see the words "help me," as if he and his family are in some kind of danger. He did say previously in the video he has been receiving threats. Even his house was burned down. So I am still very interested in the Miami Mall alien incident story. And I do hope somebody has some surviving footage, not just some blurry footage or footage that's being shaken all around, but actual footage, clear footage of the aliens. And I think that's what most of us want when it comes to all these paranormal sightings, whether it's aliens, giants, creatures, Bigfoot. We want some clear footage. And I do hope this gentleman can produce that. But thank you so much for recommending this to me. I do want to know your thoughts. Please comment in the comment section below. Do you believe that this man is legit? Do you believe he's genuine? Do you believe he has actual footage of the Miami Mall aliens? Or do you think he's acting and he's making this all up? Please comment below. In any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.